Hi guys, thank you for stopping at the video and checking it out. I'm going to show you today with this little video how to avoid getting either a virus or spyware or malware into your computer. A lot of the questions that I get is how do I prevent it? I have about 3 or 4 antiviruses and I get viruses all the time. Well, I'm going to give you the first layer of protection, which is restrict your account a little bit. And what I mean is restrict the account that comes by default on Windows. Assuming that you have Windows 7 in your computer, whenever you do the setup, it asks you for your name and it asks you for the computer name. Okay. Once that account is created, that account has administrator privilege to it. So what I'm going to do, let's assume that you set up the computer already. Computer is already set up. You went through the whole setup. You went through everything, and your computer is restarting. So this is pretty much what we're doing over here. Assume that I already named my computer. I named my computer Hector, and my computer is restarting. And it says, "Hey, it's starting Windows." And what it does is just does this little flashy thing for the logo, for the Microsoft logo. And it comes into it logs automatically into the desktop. This is very convenient, but at the same time, it can be a little bit of a pain when it comes to the security and the safety of your computer, and not only that, but the files on your system. Okay, this is a computer that we have over here for lab and test purposes, so it comes with a bunch of windows. You probably get those, you probably don't. So assuming that this is your desktop, what you want to do, you want to go to your Start button, you want to go to Control Panel, and User Account and Family Safety. What we're going to do right here is create an extra account for you, for your family, for your kids, the wife, the husband, anybody that comes into your house that says, "Hey, can I use your computer for a second?" You can tell them to go to this account, and that way your computer won't be infected if by any chance they stumble across a file or a website that is actually infected with a virus or a spyware. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's say you live by yourself and you want to go ahead and create an account for yourself other than the administrator account that you have on the computer by default. So you went to Start button, Control Panel, and then you went to User Accounts and Family Safety. You should be in this screen. Okay. Once you get here, you're going to click on where it says Add or Remove User Accounts. You're going to show something like this. It's going to have a guest account, which is going to be off by default, and the account that you configure initially. So what you're going to do, you come to the bottom and it says, "Hey, create a new account." Let's go ahead and call this account Visit. And we're going to go ahead and set it up as a standard user. We don't want to make it an administrator, okay? So leave it as it is by default as a standard user. Click on Create Account. And you're done. Okay. Once at the same time that we're here, let's go ahead and do one more layer of security. And we go into our account, the one that it was set up by default. Okay. And we create a password for that account. That account, you maybe did a password, you maybe didn't. If the computer logs on right to the desktop whenever you turn it on, then you don't have a password for it. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a password, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So let's go ahead and get a password for it. Whatever. Create a password. And we're done. We close this window. Okay. And let's go to the other account we just created. So we go to the Start button, bottom left hand corner, Let's go ahead and switch users. We click on switch users or log off. Well, now you're in this screen, okay? This screen is going to show you two accounts. This is going to be the initial one that you did, okay? This is the new account that we created. So we are going to use that account now. And it says preparing your desktop, and it's going to come to the whole settings. It's going to come to the pretty Windows 7, again assuming that you're using Windows 7, pretty Windows 7 desktop, the wallpaper, and in a few seconds you should have your bar and your icons, so it means that your account is ready to be used, okay? Cool thing about this is that if you go into a website that is infected, whatever the infection it is, because this account is only a standard user, it's not going to be able to do any kind of action or execute any type of programs into your PC, since it's only a standard user, and it will require you to put a password for it. Okay, which password is going to be like this. So let's say we want to go ahead and change, we want to be sneaky and we want to go ahead and change the name of the account, or we want to put a password, we want to do something on the computer that we as a standard user are not authorized to do. So the only way to, quickest way to demonstrate that, we go to Start, Control Panel, we go to User Accounts and Family Safety, okay, add or remove user accounts, the same thing that we did earlier, and here we have it. User account control is going to ask us for a password, okay? So it is recommended that once you go ahead and do the setup on the computer, you install your printer, you install the software that you're going to use, everything that you are going to use on the computer, get it installed on the administrator. Then once you're done, you log off the administrator and you log on as your regular user, your standard user. It's possibly going to ask you for a password to be able to get that done. However, your safety is going to increase. That way you're not going to have a virus, malware, or spyware coming into your computer saying, hey, all your data is going to be recycled, it's going to be deleted, da 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 da. So there you have it, guys. If you got any questions, just feel free to shoot me an email, okay? Thank you so much for coming to the website and checking out the video, www.hobits.com. Thank you.